Well, you can remove and remount a refrigerator door and replace the doorstop one-handed, although it's not something I would advise. Not really a smart thing to do. Then I'll never claim to be all that smart. Just a little bit more stubborn than most. Up down there, 2 bolts up there, and she pops off. I had this other thing set up originally with a springy doorstop and a cushioned ball stop, so the door would open a full 9 degrees and get a wheelchair past here easier. But I got a replacement for it. But I evened up the door one day, and then this ball and this spring stop didn't line up exactly right. So it wasn't hitting centered, and the handle of the door was hitting the frame sometimes, hitting the cabinet rather. But there this is, the doorstop I got from Walmart, hard as a rock, whereas the one I had on here was flexible and would let the air slowly come out of it and slow down the door. Now it won't do that, so I could probably hunt on the internet and find one like that, or maybe even Ernie Jones has one. It works right. But since nobody's in here with a wheelchair now, and I know how to change it around if I have to, I had the other stop. He said save it just in case you need it sometime in the future. At the time I had no idea why I would ever want it in the future. Unless I sent the refrigerator back in for warranty work, in which case they kind of like to have things exactly like they were when you bought it. So that's done. It was easier than I thought, but it was touch and go for a while. I had to balance the door. When I got the door in, I used this for I have my Python up here. I use this for a spacer between the door when I put it up there to line up the top hinge. I got it on the bottom hinge finally. I had the door out all the way this way, tip it up, push it up that way, and I got it lined up on the bottom hinge. And I take out a couple more of those more of these door shelves that came loose, adjustable ones. The door stop really should have had 2 nuts in it, but they didn't drill out the hole for the second nut, so seems like on a lot of equipment they don't drill out the holes for the second part. Microwave, refrigerator. But it works well enough. And the freezer's door has been working fine ever since we got it, so we're going to call it done. As soon as I put that molding back to the bottom. Okay. Really should have had somebody help me with that, but I was in a hurry.